but everything seems to be working good. Hello, hello, and welcome. I see Ka is already here. Hello, Ka, and meow, back to you. So, for today, I am working on the Jinx cosplay props. Yay! I'm super excited. Finally got to priming them. And here I just have one. I have the others behind me. We'll see how far I get today. So the first step to these is painting. I'll be using acrylic paints. And yes, the main body of them is silver. But I'm not going to go right with metallic paints because metallics are transparent. So I'm going to start off with just normal acrylic paint, make some gray, then do silver on top. So yeah, that's the plan. Well, how are you, Ka? How you doing? All right, so I'm gonna bring my paint palette forward. I know it's a collective mess, but that's actually all dry. So I kind of just make these piles and then I scrape it up later when it's like thick enough and make more art with it. So I'm using ivory black. I like ivory black and I like Mars black. Those are my favorites. And then I also have titanium white. And since this is acrylic paint and it dries quickly, I gotta work fast. And then I find just black and white mixed gray very flat. So what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of blue to it. I have some light permanent blue here. And just a little bit because I don't want them too blue, but I feel like blue makes a really nice gray in my opinion. So take a bit of black, take a bit of white, mix the two together. And I'm gonna add a bit of blue. See, it kind of just adds a little bit of color to this gray. Just a hint. And I kind of just keep adding little bits of like the three colors until I get a gray that I'm happy with. And the chomps are pretty like kind of this darker gray, not super dark, but they're not really light either. I should have brought one as an example, but oh well, I didn't. Oops. And I don't feel like going into the other room to go get them. I should make some for my prop wall. I think that'd be nice. All right, so I'm happy with this gray color. I'm gonna put my palette aside. Hey, Nacho! Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Nacho, I'm actually surprised that you're here because you're doing yard work right now. So I'm like, wait. I guess you got your phone next to you, right? So as you probably noticed, the props here have some tape on them. This is like the lip that will connect both the booms together, and I wanted to keep it raw foam because I'm going to put contact cement on that and make them stick together. So I'm actually, while painting, I'm going to keep this tape on here. And I'm just going to go right in with my gray. And everything will be solid. Yes, it'll look flat. Because it's one thing of gray and as you know, that's not really my style. But trust the process. I'm going to add in dimension later. So the dimension is coming. Well, I'm glad that I could keep you company, Nacho, while you're doing yard work. And could I airbrush these? Yes, it probably would go faster. But with these props, I do want kind of an illustrative type look with like brush strokes. I really like the animation style of Arcane. So when I kind of want to imitate that with these chompers. So that's what I'm going for. Kind of going for a hand-painted look. But if you wanted a more realistic look for yours, I say airbrush works just fine. And there's a gnat. Go away, gnat. Go away. Be gone, gnat. So, how is everyone's week going? Hey, oh my gosh, it's Croc Hero. Hi, Croc Hero. How you doing? I'm surprised with the time zone difference that you are here. What are you doing up so late or early? A very good early morning. You having an early morning? Well, it's good to see ya. I'm glad that you could join today's stream. It's actually exciting too today. I'm working on some cosplay stuff. Aw, well, thank you for Croc here for making it here. Yeah, it's good to see ya here in the chat. And Croc Hero, don't force yourself to stay up if you get too tired. I know the time zone difference, so you're all good. But yeah, working on these. I will say, since these props are hollow, it kind of makes a nice like way to hold them. Just for me to hold them, because sometimes when painting cosplay props, it can be a little tricky because it's like you want to paint. It's a 3D image, so or not image. Jeez, it's 3D, so I can't sometimes. It gotta get paint all the way around, but then it's like, where do I touch it? Where do I hold it? So I don't smudge the paint. But actually this little like inside gap makes it nice. Where I can like, I have a place to hold. No, well thank you, Croc Hero. Thank you for sticking around. I hope my painting can provide you some entertainment. And what I like too about these Jinx spoons is they don't have to be perfect. Unlike some other like props and other characters, like everything's like, you know, flawless. But with her, I feel like if it's messy, it's even better. Like it adds character, it adds detail. And I want to make sure I'm still in frame. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get slightly more comfortable. Because especially painting things that are 3D. I will admit, sometimes I can start going like, wee, and I don't want to do that. No, that would be unkind and unconsiderate. You'd be like, wait, the viewpoint isn't here. Yep, so I'm just painting it with a solid gray all the way around. I'm gonna lift up this little tab here. This is actually really close. I'm gonna bend it. Since there's a wire in there, I'm like, oh, I can just bend it. I'm actually really, really excited to be to the painting point of these, because this is like, of any foam smithing, painting is my favorite. I love painting. Because I feel like that's when the cosplay really, really comes to life. Hey, you know what, Crocure? That sounds pretty good to me. Watching the stream and listening to music. Crocure, what music are you listening to? Yep, you are right. This is one of Jinx's booms. Little prop. I got a commission to make 2 of them, but I thought, since while I'm making 2 of them, why don't I make 3 more for shows? Because every time I cosplay Jinx, I swear I get so many people wanting to buy my personal props. And I'm like, no, they're not for sale. And I'm like, you know what? Enough people ask, and enough people are interested. So why don't I show that? Yeah, I do commissions. I do cosplay commissions. I like it. I do. All right. So as you can see, it's not fully like solid, but that is okay. I'm almost feeling like these, are they too light? No, because I'm gonna do an oil wash on them, which will make them darker. That's what's gonna get my dimension, is a nice oil wash. Huh, I don't think I know that song, Croc Hero. I'm not sure. What kind of music is it? Is it like pop, or is it like EDM? Is it like punk? All right, I was gonna do, oh, I know what I'm doing. First I was like, wait, I'm distracted. This little piece right in here. Okay, there we go. And the rest of the pieces are, actually this piece right here is silver. But everything else is copper. Oh, surfing vibes. Oh, fun. All right. Calming music, surfing vibes. I like it. Very different than Jinx's energy. I want to make sure I get good coverage. I'm actually really happy to be able to paint these on stream today because I thought it would be like fun and entertaining. I think all of you would enjoy. I'll probably, since they are commission, I will probably continue working on them off stream, but I'll make sure to keep posting progress pictures and all that. So it'll be cool. You'll see like jumps of time. Alrighty, so there we go. It's all. And I see some more spots I missed. Doop doop doop. There we go. Oh, it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? Hello. I am painting the cosplay props today. So with the first layer of gray on this one, I'm going to set it aside. And I'm going to start with the bottom of the little prop here. I could technically take the tape off on this one because I'm only going to paint along here. So this tape is to basically protect the edges from getting plasti dipped. As you can see, a little bit of that plasti dip got inside. Whoopsies! Oh well, it's okay. A little bit of like that doesn't hurt, but yeah, wanted to make sure I protect these edges. And a lot of the paint already dried again on my palette, so I'm gonna mix some more. Trying to keep the two colors the same. Hey, and it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. Glad you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just really excited to get to paint these props today. I'm very excited. Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. You always compliment me on my outfit. Thank you. I wanted to feel cute today. Cute while I'm painting cosplay props for our blue-haired gremlin. Good. I'm glad you're doing good too, Evo Leia. That's good. What is today, Win? I'm curious, what did I forget? What is today? Oops, did I forget something? What? It's our 1 year anniversary of our Discord server. Ah! What? That happened a year ago? Oh my gosh. Man, I can't believe it's been a year. Well, celebration. The server is now officially 1 year old. That's crazy. It's crazy to me how fast a year goes by. Almost kind of curious. What art piece was I working on exactly 1 year ago? I think it was it the spice drink, like the tiki drink? Is that what I was painting? I don't quite remember. I know that was a year ago-ish, and also the ramen bowl too. But I don't remember like exact. Ah, and thank you, Lynn, for posting the Discord link. Nah, true, Evo Leia, very true. Yes, only the best company. You are all awesome. And I mean it too. All right, there we go. Was I painting the ramen bowl exactly 1 year ago? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Yeah, and then so I'm just kind of painting the solid gray. All the way around. So I wanted to move on to the silver part because the transformation when it's like totally flat, like of one metal, like it's completely flat gray, and then when you put on the silver coat, it really makes it shiny. And I wanted to show that transformation, but I realize I'm almost out of silver. I don't even think I have enough to do one boom. I didn't realize that. I thought I had a silver paint, but I guess not. I'll show you how much I have. I have eh, this much, which if I had to guess, there's maybe like a pea size in here, which it's not even enough to do a top. So I gotta make an order of a silver acrylic paint. I feel a bit embarrassed that I just don't, I ran out and I didn't realize it. I have plenty of gold and bronze and copper. But I just don't have silver. Which I swear I did. I swear I had a big tube of silver, but I guess I don't. Um, so yeah, gotta do some shopping today. Gotta shop for art supplies today. Oh, really? All right. So yeah. Oh gosh. I guess I was also live streaming on the 4th last year as well. Ha. That's too funny, and Win confirmed it. So I was working on the ramen bowl exactly 1 year ago. You know, I think that's funny. Actually, I've noticed that when posting the VODs, how many of them actually like were the same from last year. Like I was streaming on the same day. I think it's funny how that happens. And there we go. I'm just going around, painting around each little bolt, which I didn't cut them deep enough and I didn't realize that like the little X's on them are not that prominent. It's okay. I'll go back in and paint them, but I think future props that I make, I think instead of taking a blade to give them a detail, the little X's, I'm going to go in with the sander instead. And I'm leaving the acrylic paint pretty thick. I'm not adding much water to it because I don't want it to be, the more water I add, the more transparent it is, and I want like a good solid coverage. So trying not to add too much water. I'll add a little bit because it's starting to get dry, but really not that much. I know, isn't it crazy? Completely different than oil paint, right? Where it's like, this is already drying and oil paint would be still like wet for a long time. Sometimes I forget how fast acrylic paint dries when it's been a while since I've touched it. All right, there we go. All right, there's the bottom and it looks pretty good. Wait, I'm gonna see. I see a part here. There we go. Alrighty, that's alright, Croc Hero. Thank you for joining. It was awesome to see you here, and I hope you get some good sleep. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, Croc Hero. Alrighty. There we are. And now I'm gonna do the chompy chomps, the teeth. So I'll tell you guys all kind of an embarrassing story. As I was priming the other day these Jinx booms, I completely forgot to prime the teeth. Yeah. So I just did a bunch of like of the bodies of them and I only did one mouth. But so I still have to go back and prime all the teeth. Hopefully today I can get to it. I would like to. because I want to like kind of I want to get moving on this project, you know. I want to, because I have other projects I want to move on to and work on. So I'm trying to be like, I don't want to say work on these as quickly as possible, but want to be as efficient as possible, and without rushing. So I want to be efficient. I want to move along. I don't want this project to drag on. And I feel like I can, now that I'm on the painting process, I can actually kind of start to move along quickly. So yeah, yep. Just gonna keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep working hard. All right, I'm gonna move the teeth. Gotta move up a little bit so that they're in frame. You know what? I'm gonna move this aside over here. Where's this? This is good. Well, at least I got one set of teeth that I can paint. At least I got that. Exactly, just keep swimming. It's a good quote to have. I agree with you, Win. Of course, Win. I'm happy that you offered to even make the server because, like, I did already want a server, but I know so little about like making one and setting one up and managing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to do this while also with all my projects? So you making it and helping me manage it really helps a lot. And thank you. I swear, art takes a team. It really does. All right. So, we got one. Since the paint is still wet, and there's not much places to touch it, and I don't want to keep smudging it, I'm gonna put that aside and paint the bottom side later. I'm gonna go on to the top jaw. Yep, and then this weekend I have a show. I'm really excited. I'm gonna be at Gambate. And I am excited. I can't believe Gambate is like already here. I'm like, what? That time went by really fast. um, hopefully it'll be a good show. I'm still not even sure which cosplay I'm gonna wear. I still haven't decided. I have to pick something easy though because I set up and take down on the same day of the show itself. So basically, the morning of the show, roll in, set up the booth, work the show, and then after the show, tear down and go home. So it's interesting. I've never done a 1 day con before. Even when I did the craft fair at the church, it was 2 days. So, and even the day before I had the day to set up. So doing something like this, it's definitely going to be interesting. A new experience for me. But I'm almost kind of excited that it's just a 1 day con. Because like I don't know, it's a lot of work to like give an entire weekend to a show and to work the whole weekend. So just 1 day I think will be actually nice, especially with all that I have going on right now. It'll be good. There we are. All right. So we got some nice looking teeth here. Some chomp chomp teeth. And now that this is pretty much dry, the top part, I'm going to do a second layer of gray. And I got to mix some more gray too. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for continuing to help me with the server and being happy to run it. It's awesome. And thank you for everyone who's also a part of the server. You're all awesome. Yeah, it was fun. It was a cute little craft fair at the church this last November. That was a good it was good. It was cute. So I would love to have Zoe as an option, but I have to fix her wig. So I bought that wig pre-styled thinking it would be fine, but the buns and how it's made is the buns constantly are unraveling themselves. The hair is very heavy and the wig is very thick, so it makes big buns, but that means that they're like constantly falling. Like I at UwuCon I had her and the buns were just constantly coming out, and then I wore her for Halloween that year and the wig was just falling apart. So I have to restyle and make those buns. I have an idea of how to do it. It won't be able to come undone. So they'll be like permanent space buns, but that'll be good. Then it'll be more durable of a wig. So, unfortunately, I would love to say Zoe as an option because I probably would, but I need to fix that wig. So, she is unfortunately not an option right now. And I want to like fix her soon too because I want to bring her to cons and stuff. I really like that Zoe cosplay. I also want to add to it too. You're all good, Win. That's okay. You can slowly wake up. Get some tea or coffee. You'll feel better. There we go. There we are. Yep, and just painting around so you can already see the change that this second coat is already making the gray much more solid. And this is what I do to all my metallics. I never go in with just a solid metallic first. I always go in with like a matte color, paint it solid, and then I'll go in with my metallics. And sure, at this point I could also add in shading, but I'm gonna do an oil wash. So that's going to add like more of depth and value to these pieces. So no need to really go in with multiple values of gray. Gonna paint the top. There we go. Making sure it's solid all the way around. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, that is true. I could, I mean, the Rayla hoodie is an option for sure. You're not wrong, Win. I could do a Rayla hoodie and just wear my Rayla wig and elf ears and stuff. Yeah, I could. I don't know. I was kind of debating if I bring Amity from the Owl House. I have set up a booth with her, and she is really easy to wear. It's a short wig. The clothes are like not, they're just normal clothes. I actually used to wear that outfit before I was because it's just a dress and leggings. And I used to wear that same exact outfit before I even knew what Owl House was. It was kind of funny how I discovered it. I was like, I feel like cosplaying an Owl House character, but I don't know who because I love Owl House. And then a friend suggested to me Amity. And then I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. And then I was really looking at her outfit and like, wait a minute. I own that outfit. I have that. And I quickly put it on and took a mirror selfie, sent it to my friend, and I was like, "Yep, I'm going on Amazon. I'm buying a purple wig." That's it. I'm cosplaying Amity now. I love Owl House. It's been a minute since I've watched it or rewatched it. I should rewatch it. It's such a good like show to paint to and to do art to. Yeah, I know Amity's awesome. I really like her character too. All right. So, there we go. It is solid. Gonna put that aside. How is this doing? Yeah, this is looking pretty, there's still some wet areas I'm not crazy about. How are these doing? Oh, these are dry, so I can actually flip them now. This one's not. That one's still wet. I swear too, with like painting with acrylic and like multiple sides, it's like negotiation. Like, all right, which one do I do first? Which one do I do second? It's constantly like planning and making sure I got this planned out right. And you know what? I might actually have time to start working on a second one. I will have time. Yeah. Because I think I'll do the bronzy type colors next time. Because I think I want to assembly line these. So I'll do all the gray, and then I will do I'll do all the like coppery color. I called it bronze, but it's actually more like a copper accent to these. I'll do that next time. There you go. All right. Now, this looks like in good shape, so I can continue with that second layer. Yeah, Win, if you want to go, it's at the what is it called? The Glendale Civic Center. I know it's a bit of a drive, but I can send you information. It's gonna be fun. I know that they're going to have like activities and music, and it's like a little mini Comic-Con. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, oh my gosh, Superhero Saturday looks like so much fun. That was the same weekend as Albuquerque Comic Con, and I'm not gonna lie, like, so I wasn't on my phone obviously much, but I did see like only like if people made actual posts, and I was, yeah, I was having some FOMO, just a tad. Because, yeah, Superhero Saturdays looks like a lot of fun. There we are. Alright. It's coming along and the paint's already drying on my palette. I'm trying to add some water without making it totally diluted, but also like waking it back up. But it looks like I might have to mix some more paint. But I almost don't want to do that because gray, there's so many different fluctuations of gray. And I don't want it to become too, like, looking different. You know, I don't want one half, like, lighter and the other half, like, darker. So I'm trying to make it stretch without losing, like, the strong color. I don't know what word I was looking for. But it looks like I'm gonna have to mix it anyway for the mouth. Oh well. It looks like I made it stretch. I made it stretch! Alright, there we are. Now it's solid gray. I'm gonna put this aside. And I'm gonna bring this one forward. This one's actually still pretty wet on this side. I don't want to touch it and ruin it. So I think I'm gonna pull out another boom to work on. What do you all say? Yeah, I have 5 of them. So I have 4 behind me that still need to be painted. Ooh, nice. Aw. What painting are you working on, Win? That's super exciting. You started a new painting? Heck yeah. That's super exciting. Because I know you brought up several different ideas on one of the last streams of like some fantasy kind of ideas that you had. So I'm curious what you're thinking about painting now. There we are. I'm gonna bring this forward. A little bit of that. A bit more blue. I think I need some more white too. See, it dries up quickly. Gotta move fast. A little bit of blue. There we are. And then just mix. Mix, mix, mix. Gotta get a bit darker. All right. Yeah, so hold on. What are you painting? Ooh. Oh, that'll be super cool, Win. That'll be super cool. And that would be really cool to get it signed by the voice actor, too. Oh, that'll be awesome. That's nice. That's really nice of you, Win, to do that for your brother. That's really, really nice. And do you have time? I bet you have time to finish it. You know what? Especially if you bring out the paints and paint alongside me during my streams. Yeah, you'll have time. Yep. That is true. Oh my gosh, Game On is a month away, you guys. Ah. That's crazy. I mean, it's a tight window to do an entire painting in, but if you work on it a little bit each day, you'll be able to get it done. I do highly suggest with a painting like that, even if you're like, I lack motivation, I don't want to do it, tell yourself, nope, no excuses. Have to at least paint something, you know, even if it's like, okay, all I have to paint is like the background, or all I have to paint is like, I don't know, this detail or that detail. Like, make goals for yourself. You'll be able to get it done. Absolutely. Yeah, painting con crunch. Hey, you know me. I go through that all the time. That is story of my life. Painting con crunch. I gotta get this painting done for this show. Yep. That's real. Here we are. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you have like a time thing like that and you gotta get it done, you have a project, um, you can't tell yourself, oh, I don't feel motivated. Nope, there's no excuses. Get it done. Like, I suggest putting on a comfort movie, or um listening to some nice music, and just start working. Start setting everything up and just work. And make yourself little goals too, you know? I'm gonna get this part done today, that part done today. And I like to make ambitious goals too. Like, I like to be like, okay, this is a realistic goal, but if I'm feeling it and I'm moving along, my ambitious goal is to get this much more work done. And sometimes I actually end up getting the ambitious goal done and it feels really good. So I do. But if I don't reach the ambitious goal, I don't get mad at myself. I don't beat myself up. I'll be like, it's okay. I hit my reasonable goal. Like today, my goal was really to get 2 of these props painted in gray. Well, originally it was to get the gray and silver done on one of them, but then I found out I have no more silver. And so like, well, that's a goal that's physically impossible to complete. So what can I do that is actually possible? I still can't believe it. I swear I had a big tube of silver, like one of these sizes. I swear I had one, but I guess not. The fairies con crunch. I'm gonna make that a real thing. I'm gonna paint that as a cereal box, make it into a charm called Con Crunch. That's funny. All right. Sorry I fell silent. I just got really into the zone right there. You know, you're right, Fairy Bot. Con Crunch is not available anywhere else. The Con Crunch will consume you? No! But it's so true, but no! That's terrible. But why is that, like, sadly true? Alrighty, so I got my other mouth here, which is fully dry. The Con Crunch will consume you. No, that sounds so terrible. Yeah, that's how I kind of like ever so slightly feeling about these is like I want to get these done because my next project in mind is I really want to finish making Jinx's Pow Pow. It's been a several year long project just because it keeps getting picked up and then dropped and then picked up, then dropped. But I really want to finish that for Game on Expo, that prop. Because I think that would be a really cool prop to have in my booth. But we'll see. Yep. Just working. Alrighty. Teeth. Exactly. Teeth. I know, it's kind of crazy. There's a lot of depth to Arcane. There is a lot. And you don't necessarily pick it up all on the first time you watch it. It's kind of like you pick up on those details the more you watch it. There, got a teeth. Gotta set these aside. And this here. Now bringing this one forward. Sorry, my nose is itchy. All right. So I'm just going to, once again, mix even more gray. All right. Looks pretty good. That aside, and then I'm just gonna go for it on this one. And pretty much the same. I swear going around all these little bolts is sanding. They were a challenge. Now with the painting, I know I sound whiny to say that it's a bit of a pain, but it kind of is because, like, see here, I didn't even realize I missed a spot. So I'm like constantly checking them to make sure I didn't miss anything. But again, that's why I do 2 layers, because if the first layer doesn't get full coverage, at least the second layer will. But these bolts, oh my gosh, they're crazy. That's all I'll say, is that they're crazy. So yeah, you actually kind of get to see the full process of these. I glued them together on a past stream. Now I'm painting them. Sadly can't do sanding, because sanding just goes outside. It's too big of a mess. So messy. Foam dust gets everywhere. Yeah, I don't want to clean that up in indoors. Gotta do that outside. Now at least painting can be done inside. There we go. And I think today I could reach my goal of getting 2 done. I think that would be really awesome to get 2 of these props fully painted today. That'd be cool. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking the booms so far. Yay! Yay, I'm glad. Quoting Anakin there. I see you, Win. Yeah, at least it's not super coarse, but it's like a super fine powder that gets everywhere. So not exactly quite like sand, but and at least since it's like the dust is kind of soft, it's not irritating on the skin, at least mine. But it does get dirty, and all of a sudden there'll be like foam dust everywhere, and it's dirty. It's messy. A messy process. There we go. The babies are being painted. All right, so let's see how this one is. Yeah, that one can go for a second layer. Well, hold on, let me look and rejudge that. It's still wet actually in some areas. This might not be great. How are these doing? This looks pretty tacky, but can I do the bottom side? Yeah, I could do the bottom. There we go. Make it solid. And then this one. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for posting my Discord and posting the Instagram. There we are. All right, so second layer done, completed for the mouth, teeth. All right, now let's go back to this one. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try to do a second layer on this one. But first, I have to mix some more gray. As you can see, it's constantly remixing colors, making more. It's almost about every layer, huh? Almost, not quite, but almost. All right. Putting this aside and just gonna continue with the second layer. Yep. Still have so much to do before this weekend. Not just make these, but I'm still working on animal ears, even though I added some more to the inventory, but I still want to make more for my next show. So still working on those. We'll see. We'll see how many ears I'm able to make in time. Hopefully a good amount. Hopefully. I swear, sometimes it feels like it's the constant ear factory. I just feel like, yeah, that's what I'm working on. There we are. Almost done. Almost done with the second layer on this piece. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to do a third boom today. That would be cool. Maybe. Possibly. Hey, you know what? That'd be nice. I wouldn't complain about that. If I get more work done than I thought I was able to. Yeah, absolutely, Win. I think you should make a Discord anniversary post. Absolutely. Yup. I know, I still think that it's really funny, when how that all got started. Who knew? I never thought in a million years that that so much of my art and my creations is making animal ears. I never thought they'd be like so popular and so loved. And I never thought I'd be the type of person to make all of them. It's funny how where life takes you. I think it's really cool when I'm like out at like events, like con or like the Ren Fair, and I see people who have bought in my ears and they're wearing them. It makes me so happy. It does. Because I'm like, yay, my creations are like, they're being enjoyed, they're being loved, and that's what I want. That's what I want. Yep. And then now I'm like buried in fur. All right. So I'm gonna, this one actually I could just put right over there. These will slide over. This one here, this bottom is still too wet to do a second layer on. So, right, I will start on a third one. Why not? These are actually moving quite quickly, so I'm happy. There we are. And you know what? I'm actually going to mix some more because yes, I have plenty of the palette, but I don't want to like suddenly run out. That would not be ideal. I don't want to happen what happened with the other where I was like watering it down to try to stretch the color. I don't want that to happen. I don't like when that happens. fun. Have fun at the Ren Fair, Win. Have fun. I just went just this past weekend, and it was for the opening weekend, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh, Nacho and I went together, and it was so much fun. I just feel so inspired. I swear the Ren Fair for me is like like art inspirational recharge. I always walk away feeling so inspired and so happy. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to paint some Ren Fair inspired paintings now. Especially like the photos I got of the fairies and the mermaids. Like, I want to paint. I want to paint so bad. I have too many projects right now. I cannot start another, but I think at the top of my list, once I get some projects here finished, I really want to do some Ren Fair inspired paintings. And I know I've done so many, but I want to do more. I just find it inspiring. I do. So, what are you planning on wearing to the Ren Fair? What's your cause plans? Because I know you're gonna dress up. I know you. You're like me. You can't tell me to show up to the fair and not dress up. I refuse to look like a muggle when going to the Ren Fair. Nice, nice. Bringing Callum along. I think that's a good choice. Absolutely. There we are. I'm also just really happy to paint these. I find it so much fun. Yeah, I think this is like my favorite part of foam smithing is really painting. It might seem tedious and time consuming, but it's worth it. Also, I'm going to give a shout out if you are interested in making your own Jinx props. I do have the patterns up on my Etsy, so you can make your own. Yep, and they come with instructions. I have full tutorials on my YouTube. And now I even have VODs where I'm doing everything in real time. So, if real time's more your speed, go for it. Alrighty, there we are. First layer of the third bottom. Sounded so weird, but I didn't know what else to say. It is painted. I'm gonna move these teeth aside so I can have more room on the board here. Look at my hands. It's the hands of a painter. Alright, and then bringing this one forward. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for posting link to my Etsy. And I'm gonna actually bend this so that I can get in here and paint. And I forgot I gotta do the bottom here. Huh? Maybe one of these years will happen? What are you talking about, When? Did I miss a message? Oh, yeah. That would be really cool if we did, like, especially a Dragon Prince group at the Ren Fair. One of these years. We'll make it happen, When. That would be cool. I gotta fix my Rayla cosplay, too. I gotta make her better. Yeah, I really like how these are turning out. Really, really happy. And it's just kind of peaceful, you know? It's just like peacefully painting, peacefully working. Peacefully just, you know. Hey, that would be pretty cool if today I could get all the gray done. Probably not live here, but just as like a goal, because I'll continue working on these even afterwards. It never stops. The creator creating never stops. Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah, Clove's not in the room with me today. I didn't want her chewing on these. I didn't want her chewing on these, so she already punctured a hole in one of them. You can hardly tell. I kind of covered it up, so can't really tell. But she is mischievous. This one's still wet. I must have made it really thick on there, so I'm gonna still leave that aside. This one looks good. I'm gonna put that aside. This is still wet. This is dry. Gonna just quickly organize myself here. I just painted that one. All right, well, hey, why not start a fourth? Why not, right? Oh, shoot. I did not know the time at all. Okay. I'll probably have enough time to do the first layer on this bottom piece, but probably not on the top piece. So, yeah. Because I did not look at the time at all. I was like, we could just keep going. I'm in a good groove. Let's keep going. And then all of a sudden I looked over and I'm like, ah! Alright. We don't have time. We're both the top and the bottom on this fourth one. But that's okay. Definitely need some more black mixed in there. I know. She's so funny, Miss Clove. I wonder, sometimes she'll be in the other room watching the stream. She does do that. She likes to paw at it. She likes to paw at the monitor. How many people can say that their cat likes watching a live stream? I'm sorry. I'm not a person to brag, but I will brag about that. My cat watches my live stream. So should you. Yeah, she's so mischievous. Like right now I'm like working on this little sewing project and she started like playing with I have these like little clippies. They're sewing clips. They kind of look like really small um what is it? Not safety pins. Clothespins. They look like really small clothespins. And she was playing with them. And the little and we have like things of string and she was playing with those. Mischievous. So I'll probably finish up the first layer on this one and then call it a stream there. So just finishing up this little bit. There we go. Sorry, I'm like in concentration mode, trying to finish this. So at least it can be a complete painting session. Yeah, that is true. It is Valentine's month. It's now February. I swear this year's already going by fast. It's like I swear January just started. Now it's already February. And it is. I didn't think of doing anything Valentine's themed stream wise just because I have so many projects going on right now. I'm like, oh, do I really need to make another? But maybe I might do something. Maybe that Friday, because I think this year it's on a, is it on a Saturday or a Sunday? Maybe that Friday before Valentine's Day, I can think of something cutesy to do, kind of like how I did for Christmas, where it's just a little painting and get it one painting done in a single stream. I'll see if I can think of something. If I can, then I will. Because that might be fun. I like celebrating holidays. I do. Any ideas where to get a last minute date? I don't know. I mean, Nacho and I, we have plans. But if you're single trying to find a date, I don't know. I don't know how to give advice on that. I wish I had an answer for you, Evalea. I do, I do. Oh, did I miss a spot? Oh, I did miss a spot. You're right, Win. Thank you for... There we go. See, like, they're so tricky. But at least it's second layer, so I'll get them on the second layer if I miss them on the first. Yeah, there we go. There we go! All right. We still got 10 minutes. Ah. All right. Oh, this one's dry. All right. I'll do the second layer on this one. Guys get bonus. You get some bonus content here, because here I thought that last one was going to take until the end of today's painting session. But there's still a little time left, so I'm like, why not just finish up the paint that's on my palette and use the 10 minutes that I got. Also, you guys get bonus, haha. So it's a win all around. Alright. And see, it's already looking so much better with that second layer. And... see, this is the one that Clove got. There is a little hole right there. And I guess I didn't seal it up. Maybe I felt bad. I don't know. I thought I sealed it up. But Clove has signed this one here. So it is extra special. It has Clove personality in it. You know what? Maybe it is extra special because she marked it. This one specifically. Yeah, I'll hold it for you, Win, if you want that. Absolutely. Alrighty, there we go. And my hands, they are covered. They are covered in paint. It's okay. At least with acrylic paint, it washes off easily, so can't really complain. Cat paws are cute. I agree with you, Evil Leia. I love their little toe beans. They're so cute. Anytime my cat's sleeping and I see the toe beans, I have to poke them because she's so freaking cute. It's like, can't expect me to not poke the toe beans. Alrighty. So look what we got here today. I think today was very, very successful. Well, that'll be that for today. Thank you everyone for joining. It was a lot of fun. It was fun hanging out with everyone and getting to talk about cosplay and the Ren Fair and different shows. If you're going to Gambate this weekend, make sure to stay high. My booth is F5. It's a small one. It's like a little artist alley. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show this weekend. I know it. Aw, thank you, Evil Leia. I'm glad you like the streams. It makes me happy to be able to show everyone this and be here. Aw. Thank you, Win. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed as well. It's good to talk to you as well and hang out. Oh, I was like, wait, what? Oh, the golden. Yeah, I don't have that feature on my stream. And I don't. Aww. Thank you, Evil Leia. You're so sweet, Evil Leia. Aw. I'm I'm glad that me like talking and showing my art helps you. That's good. That really warms my heart. Thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah. I got a cutesy little hairstyle today. I wanted to feel cutesy. Cutesy while creating these props of destruction. Nah, they won't destroy anything. They'll just rattle. Yeah, I'm gonna make these rattle just like mine. I'm so excited. Aw, and hello, Blood. Good to see you lurking here. Yes, love all around, hearts all around. I know, that's kind of cool, when that I so happen to be live on the anniversary of the server. Yeah, and if you want to make an anniversary server post, I say go for it. I think everyone should know because I think that's cool. But anywho, alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. It was awesome. Got good progress done. As for Friday, I will be here. I should be here because yeah, Saturday I'm setting up. So Friday I'm doing inventory, but I should be able to do a little stream. I should have some time. What I'll work on, I might continue working on these, or I still have my little chibi painting that I'm working on. So I might work on the chibis, might work on this. We'll see what I end up doing. Haven't planned so much, but it'll be one of the two. Alrighty, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your day and rest of the week, and I will see you all on Friday. Alrighty, bye!